Hey everybody, this is Barry Brooks with Brooks Goldmine. I made a video yesterday and it was okay. It was my first ever do it about the Rubik's Cube. I think y'all remember this game, right? I don't know if it'll even focus in, but this was a game made back in the 70s. And we thought it was just a toy and just a game, but I found out barely a small percentage, I don't know exactly the numbers, but not even 10% of people in the world has ever solved this. They just give up. And I want to teach you something that a lot of people don't say. So I'm going to try to talk, and it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to do this in front of you. And I am going to start solving this Rubik's Cube and showing you that I never knew how to do this until one day I finally went out and I paid someone for this information. I was willing to step up and give away some money to learn how this really works. So this is not really the hardest part. If I can just get this thing working straight, getting it started. Long story short is I hate excuses. I am not a person that's very good with excuses. My story, just to tell you up front, this is probably going to catch you off guard, but when I was a young kid, 13 years old, I was shot in the head by a .22. And the doctors told my parents I will not live, and if I did, I will be a vegetable. So the amazing story is I didn't listen to the doctor. And my dad was a nice man and didn't either. And he made them operate on me and try to do the best of their ability. But, you know, doctors, thank you for your work, but stop trying to tell us things you don't have control of. You know, how do you know how much I wanted to live? How much did my body really not give in? I was lucky. I was a tough kid. I was very young, and I don't give up very easy. It's just like this. I keep on. I'm gonna back up, probably make it easier, so I won't be doing this down. But look, I've solved the first little section of this. Like I was saying on the first video, I like that. This is the first step of a business. You get started, you start pushing something to where you'll understand what you're aiming for, but you still don't know how to sell and you don't really understand where you're at. So we're going to go to the next step, and we're going to start finding answers that customers are really asking for, and we're going to give them what they asked for. I want to show you a secret that a lot of people will not tell you. I've noticed on record, I don't have the numbers and I can't quote it, but I can sort of claim what I've read is over the first 2 years, brand new companies, I think it's 30 to 40% go out of business. And then the next 5 years, the next 30 to 50% go out of business. And then the next 2 years, it's almost down to just 2 to 3% is what's left that stayed in business. And why? I mean, what are these people doing so bad? I mean, are they really having bad ideas for a product to sell? And I don't believe that's it. I just believe they don't know where they're really aiming. They don't know what they really want to sell. And what that's saying, this is probably confusing you, but I'm trying to play this game while I'm talking to you. So let me sort of tell you what I'm talking about. I am now at the next step. This is where they lose their businesses usually, you know, because they've got halfway. They sort of know what they're doing, but they still don't understand what customers want. Okay, so I'm going to go in the next step, and I'm going to show you it's all in numbers, really like a theory. There's certain rules that everything in the world must follow. If you like it, if you don't like it, it doesn't matter. That's just the way it goes. Like if you throw a ball up, you're going to have to admit it's going to fall back down. That's just the law of nature. So if I can get in and I can show you to understand there's rules in a game, trying to be your own boss. Okay. Let me get my mind straight. Sorry, I'm trying to think while I'm talking to you. Let me get to this little point so I can not be confused. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. All right, let me get all right, I got my brain straight a little bit now. Sorry, got hiccups and everything going on. What I'm getting at is how many big companies do you know out there like Walmart is one I can name, JCPenney's, Sears. Gosh, there's so many brands like that. This is where most big companies are even at. They're almost perfect, but they're still not solved. Everything perfect. Do you notice what I'm talking about? Everything's there, but they haven't solved it. They still have money problems. They still really have big up and down times. The sad thing is they do not really understand what their customers are asking for. They sell what their businesses say they need to sell. And that's not really what customers are asking for. We don't really want to be told what we can and cannot buy. We try to go and find what we want to buy. So this is sort of the next step. We're almost there. I've almost solved all the problems of selling a product. But the truth is, we haven't solved it yet. We've been doing very well, but we could go out of business because we're not answering every question a customer wants. So what do you do about this? This is what I recommend to everybody that is getting involved in their own business. We get close. We look like we're almost there. You see what I mean? We're almost there. But there's still a couple more little bitty puzzles that don't answer the questions. And most companies never will go past this point because some reason they think they're good enough. That's good enough. I'm not going to spend any more, and they're just going to go out and do whatever they think they want to do. And honest truth is that's not the way the game is played. The game really I want to teach you real quick is if you go out there and if you try to tell somebody that you are the answer and you know all the products they need to buy and this is what I have and you need to come buy it from me, you know what's going to happen to you, right? They're just going to walk away and find what they want somewhere else. So I would rather see somebody be smart and go to an organization of a company that will listen to the customers. And this is where I'm going to go. If we give the customers what they ask for, look what you're now facing. You have no more questions. You have solved the puzzle. The puzzle has been solved. Now we're selling what customers ask for. Maybe in a blue moon or once in a while, we'll come up with an idea before they know what they want. But the big percentage is if somebody says they want a Coke and you try to sell them something else, you're barking up the tree. You're not going to sell very well. When they ask for what they want and you don't give it to them, you will not have it solved. So give people what they ask for and you will solve almost every problem you could ever have a challenge with. I'm going to end it right here because we might pop in. I'm going to see if we can get some guests on. And if they do, I'll bring them up and we'll talk about some business. But for right now, just go and click below on my video or somewhere where I'm giving you some information and let me show you the real truth of what selling is. It's not what people think. Let me show you what customers are sick of hearing and what customers will not react very well to. If you go up and you want to buy a car and there's a man who will not leave you alone, he is probably not going to be the man you want to buy the car from. But if you go up to a man and he offers you, holler at me when you need any help and I'll make sure you get a good price on this, you'll do your job, and when you're ready, you'll look for him. And when he's there, he'll probably be smart and be right there around the corner ready to answer your questions. And the deal is he'll make you get a good deal. It's not for his boss and it's not for that. That is a good salesman. He's on your side. That's what I want to teach you is how to make your customers think you are on their side. Can't wait to hear from you. And please look at my other videos and I'll be looking forward to talking to you in the future. Thanks for your time.